Welcome to Choice Classic Radio, where we bring to you the greatest old-time radio shows. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and thank you for donating at choiceclassicradio.com.
This is Ronald Coleman, inviting you to radio's most dramatic half hour, Favorite Story. We invite you to an adventure, a moving and surprising adventure. It was written by the man who has often been called the Russian Shakespeare, Count Leo Tolstoy. Most people know him as the author of War and Peace, but few know the wonderfully touching short stories he wrote. It was once said that when you read Russian stories for the first time, you're like a man who all his life has seen only pictures of trees, and suddenly comes upon a real forest. I think you'll agree when you hear this week's favorite story. It was chosen by the celebrated Broadway actor and director, Mr. Eddie Dowling. Mr. Dowling, as you know, starred in and directed The Glass Menagerie, as well as most of the Saroyan plays. The story Eddie Dowling chose has been translated into English under various titles. One of them was God Knows the Truth But Won't Tell Anybody. We invite you to Russia of half a century ago, and our dramatization of the Tolstoy story, which we call God Sees the Truth But Waits.
Dinner will be ready in just a moment. Tonight we're having... Oh!
What's wrong, Anya?
Your hair. In one day, your hair has turned completely white. White. White! Completely white!
Anya, wake up. You've been having a bad nightmare.
Ivan, are you all right?
I'm fine. But you have been tossing about and crying out in your sleep.
Oh, quickly. Light a candle.
In the middle of the night.
Light a candle. There's something I must see.
Very well.
Now, bring the candle close. Your hair. I must look at your hair.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it is still the same.
How well should it be?
Oh, Ivan, do not go on your journey today. I've had a bad dream about you.
If each time a person dreamed it affected his business plans, who would go to sleep?
Oh, it was so clear. In the dream, you returned from town, and when you took off your cap, your hair was white.
That is a lucky sign. See if I don't sell all my goods and bring you some presents from the fair.
But your nice black hair... Your nice, thick, black hair was white. White as snow.
May I pour you more tea, Ivan Aksionov?
No, my friend, I've had sufficient. No, this is comfortable. Each time I take this journey, I give a blessing to the halfway inn. A hot glass of tea, a few hours' sleep, and a chance to talk to my fellow merchants.
Oh, you will do well in the town up ahead. I've had much success. 20,000 rubles profit I made.
Well, I congratulate you. May such good fortune shine on me. To celebrate your good luck, I shall play you a melody on my fiddle.
A pleasure.
Oh, now what shall it be? Let me see. I shall compose you a little melody out of my head. My fiddle will make a conversation with you. It will say that life is good. Tea feels warm inside. But we are all getting a little sleepy. And then it will say good night. Did you hear it? Good night.
You there! Stop! Stop your horse!
Me?
Dismount!
I beg your pardon.
Dismount! Get down from your horse!
Very well.
What is your name?
Ivan Aksionov,
Where do you live?
in the town of Latin. But what kind of question?
Just answer my question. Did you spend the night at the inn a few miles back, the halfway inn?
Yes.
Why did you get up before dawn and sneak out before anybody was up?
Sneak out? I paid my bill.
Answer my question.
I'm heading to the next town. I am a merchant. I wish to get there ahead of any others. A fellow merchant at the inn told me what success he had had. I merely wish
Oh! You admit you knew the merchant you met at the inn had much money on him.
Well, why do you cross-question me? There is no need.
I am the police officer of this district. The merchant with whom you spent last night has been found with his throat cut.
So?
We must search your things and strap your bag from your saddle.
But I have nothing to do with this. I'm a peaceful, God-fearing man.
If you will not cooperate, I will have to do it myself.
You will spill all my goods on the ground. This is my living.
Ah! There. That is what I have been looking for. Whose knife is this?
Knife?
How do you explain the blood on this knife?
Oh, no, it's not mine.
This morning, the merchant was found in his bed with his throat cut. You are the only person who could have done it. This blood-stained knife in your bag and your face and manner certainly betray you.
Knife is not mine, I swear.
This is your bag.
Yes, but somebody must have put it in there. Yes. I slept with my head on this bag all night. How could anyone have put the knife in it without waking?
How indeed?
I swear to you,
Tell me quickly, how did you kill him and how much money did you steal from him?
I have no money. You can see. Search me. Except the few rubles of my own.
You have undoubtedly hidden the money someplace. It will be found. It would be obvious to a mere child how guilty you are. You're trembling and pale.
Guilty?
Certainly of robbery of 20,000 rubles and of murder.
You may see him for 3 minutes only.
Ivan!
Do not cry. Please do not cry, Anya. It will do no
I
good.
cannot stand to see you here with thieves and criminals.
I've waited a long time to see your face. Do not cover it with tears. Please, Anya.
Yes, Ivan. I've begged them for many weeks to let me see you. They refused again and again. Are you well, Ivan? Do they treat you badly?
It is a prison, a cage. What more can you say?
Oh,
The children, tell me quickly. Are they in good health?
they're well enough. I thank God they're so young we do not know about this.
What has happened in our village? Tell me. What do people say? Is it possible they can believe I'm guilty of such a crime as this?
What can we do, Ivan? Tell me, what can we do?
We must petition the Tsar.
Oh, I've sent many petitions to the Tsar. The answer's always the same. This is a case for the local police authorities. His Imperial Majesty cannot be bothered. It was not for nothing I dreamt your hair had turned gray. You remember? You should not have started that day. Ivan, tell your wife the truth. Was it not you who did it?
Anya. Anya. So you too suspect me. You too.
The time is up. You must go away now.
Ivan? Ivan, is there nothing you wish to say to me before they make me go? Is there nothing you wish me to tell your children? Ivan!
Come, madam. I told you the time is up.
Say goodbye to me, Ivan. Look at me. Wave to me. Ivan, please.
Madam, you will have to go now.
Very well. Goodbye, Ivan.
She does not believe me. Who will?
Hear the sentence of this court. Ivan Aksionov, you are found guilty of murdering a fellow merchant and robbing him of 20,000 rubles. You are sentenced to be flogged by a knot. And when the wounds made by it are healed, you will be driven to Siberia, there to spend your life in exile from the realms of His Imperial Majesty. Remove the prisoner's shirt. Guard, bind his hands to the post. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am innocent. God knows that.
Quiet, prisoner. 5.
God sees the truth, and one day He will reveal it.
We're ready for the second part of Leo Tolstoy's short story, God Sees the Truth But Waits. It's the choice of Broadway actor-director Mr. Eddie Dowling. Dostoevsky once said something that fits the character of Ivan Aksionov. Love all God's creation, he said. Love every leaf, every ray of light, every grain of sand. If you love everything, you will begin to see the divine mystery in things. Once you see it, you will begin to understand it better each day. And you will come at last to love the whole world with an all-embracing love. With the passing years, Ivan Aksionov becomes such a man. An old man now in a cold cell in Siberia.
Ivan,
Yes, Sergei?
I've just been computing. Today is an anniversary. I've been in Siberia 7 years.
Congratulations. I've lost track. Perhaps it's 26 years. Perhaps 27.
You never hear from your family, Ivan?
Why would they write? What would they say? Is it possible to write the news of a town to a man who sits like a piece of ice 4,000 miles away?
Be comforted. You have books, You're alive?
Alive. But, Sergei, you are right about the books. Each is a little fire to warm the soul. The good, beautiful words are little lights in the darkness. Oh, one thing only. I wish I had my fiddle here. In the old days, such a way to name it. Young days. In the young days, I used to make up little melodies out of my head. They said intimate little things which it was not always possible to say with the mouth. I love my wife. The fire feels so good, so warm. A glass of tea goes down well, with a lump and a half of sugar, no more. Ah, what words you could say with a bow and 4 strings. Forgive me, my friend. I talk too much. It is a disease among old men to break out all over with their memories.
You in there.
Yes?
Clear a corner of that cell. Here's a new prisoner.
New prisoner. Poor man.
Get in there. You don't have to push. Dog.
Sit down, my friend. Where are you from?
Town called Vladimir. My name is Makar.
Did you say Vladimir?
Yes. What of it?
Tell me, Makar, do you know anything of the family Aksionov? Are they still alive?
Know them? Well, of course I do. The Aksionov are rich merchants. Though their father is in Siberia, a sinner like ourselves, it seems.
The mother of the family, Anya, her name is. What of her?
She's been dead these 6 years. Dead. And what about you, old man? What are you doing here?
I do not like to speak of it.
Oh, come now, old man. I've told you why I'm here.
For my sins, I have been in prison these 26 years.
What sins?
I must have deserved it. That is all I can say.
I will tell you. It is a great injustice. Somebody killed a merchant and put the knife among Ivan's things.
Knife?
He was condemned unjustly.
Well, this is wonderful. Really wonderful. Oh, but how old you've grown, huh? Your hair is white as snow.
You have seen me before?
No matter. It's just wonderful that we should meet here like this. A perfect joke, you might say.
Have you heard of this affair?
Have I? How could I help hearing the world's full of rumors?
Perhaps you heard who killed the merchant.
It could have only been one person. The one in whose bag the knife was found. Huh? Maybe someone else hid the knife there. Who knows? But remember the old saying. He's not a thief until he's caught. And besides, how could anyone have put a knife into your bag while it was under your head? It would surely have woke you up.
Sergei, I must talk to you. This man,
Makar!
Yes.
Come out. You are to be assigned your duties with the work gangs. You are to receive instructions.
See you again, brother sinners.
Sergei, he is the man. I feel it. He is the man.
How can you be sure?
I'm not sure. When he spoke, I felt again the knot against my bare back. The shame, the long years. I'll kill him. I'll kill him as he has killed me.
Ivan, my friend. Listen to me. I have learned much from you of goodness. Remember what you have taught me and apply it to yourself.
Yes. Yes. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Oh, God of my fathers, give me the strength not to suspect a man, perhaps unjustly as I was. Give me the strength, O Lord, to leave the judgment to you. doing under the shelves at this time of the night?
Since you've discovered me, I'll have to tell you. I've been digging a hole under the wall. It's almost through.
What do you do with the earth?
I'm more clever than you think, old man. I put it in my high boots, empty it every day out on the road where we're working. You'd better not tell, or they'll flog me. If you tell them, I'll kill you.
That you did many years ago.
What?
Nothing.
Will you tell them? Answer me.
Maybe so. Maybe not. God shall direct me.
All prisoners, gather in the yard immediately. Yesterday, one of the guards noticed at a distance one of you prisoners emptying some earth out of his boots. Today, the prison has been searched. An escape tunnel has been found. Who has any knowledge of this? We do not intend to stand out here in the cold forever. Speak up now! You, whom they call Serente, step forward. What do you know of this?
Nothing.
You, Ivan Aksionov,
Yes?
step forward. The hole we found was near the place you sleep. You are a truthful old man. Now tell me, before God, who dug the hole? Speak up, old man, and quickly. Do you know who dug this hole?
Yes, I know.
Good. We're making some progress. Well, name the man. I said name the man.
It is not God's will that I should tell.
You must tell him.
If I do, you will beat him to death. Would this not be the same as if I had committed the murder?
Why, we will beat you if you do not tell.
Do what you like with me. I'm in your hands.
Why do you shield this prisoner? Is he a friend of yours?
He is a man. I have learned that in this life it is necessary to be a friend of man. In your world of coldness, is it possible to grasp the hand of a snowflake?
Take the gibbering old idiot back to his cell. The assembly is dismissed!
Ivan,
Who is it? Who is it? I cannot see in the darkness.
Ivan?
Makar?
Yes.
What do you want? Why have you come here? Leave me alone. I'm ill. I stood too long in the snow today.
Ivan Aksionov, forgive me.
Forgive you? For what?
It was I who killed the merchant and hid your knife among your things. For the love of God, forgive me, wretch that I am.
God will forgive you. Who knows? Maybe I am 100 times worse than you.
Guard! Guard! Listen to me! Ivan Aksionov is innocent! I killed the man! It was I! Come, let him free! Kill me! Guard!
Ivan,
All of a sudden, my heart is so light. And the little melody, which told the story of my young days, sings again. Remember how I used to say it, Sergei, in the long days, in the cold nights. Remember how I used to say.
Ivan.
What's wrong?
Yes. I remember how he said it. God sees the truth, he said. God sees the truth, but waits.
You've been listening to God Sees the Truth But Waits, a famous short story by Count Leo Tolstoy. Our thanks to Edmund MacDonald, who played Ivan, and to all the members of the cast. And a nod of thanks across the miles to Mr. Eddie Darling of Broadway for selecting this week's favorite story. What would you do if you had a fortune in crisp, green, $1,000 bills, all yours and only 15 feet away from you? But no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't reach the money. Wouldn't it drive you crazy? Well, that's the problem that faces a young man in next week's favorite story. It was chosen by Van Johnson, and it's a real mystery thriller, The Debt Collector. We hope you'll be listening.